everybody, I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and today I'm going to do a memory plan with me so you guys can see me back plan for the first full week in August. Before I continue, let me tell you what I write. I write medieval Highlander romance, and I also write American historicals, and every once in a while I sprinkle in some contemporaries just to keep my palette refreshed. So actually right now I'm in the middle of writing a Western, and I had missed writing Westerns. Just have to be careful not to have them speak in Old English, because I've been writing medievals for so long that I kind of keep wanting to write ye instead of you, and it's kind of funny. A cowboy speaking Old English is kind of hilarious. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I wanted to use this Once More with Love collection that I bought from Michael's. And I just love the little munchkins. They're so cute. So I wanted to use this kit and see how it would look to do a full week in it. I'm using my Recollections Planner. That's the 2020 and 2021 18-month planner. I love planning in it. This paper is so smooth, and it's a fun planner to plan. And it kind of gives me old Erin Condren vibes with the 3-color divisions of morning, afternoon, and night. But I don't really use a lot of those divisions. I kind of just plan as I go for the day. Okay, so on Monday the 3rd I wrote quite a bit. I wrote over 3,000 words, and then I paid some bills, which is always fun, and I loved using this little icon. Then I thought I would put a checklist because I just wanted to fill in the space with stuff that I got done that day. I'm trying to remember why I didn't. You normally do laundry on Monday, but I didn't put it down, so I guess there was more important things to do. Maybe I didn't do laundry that day. Who knows? Anyway, I checked my stats. I do that every morning. It's a habit now, and sometimes I'm like, I probably should just do it like twice a week, but then I can't help it. I want to check it every day just to see if there's something that's up, something that's down, something that I need to adjust. And generally just because I want to know what my sales stats are. I check my email, did a Facebook post, which I do a Facebook post every morning. I misspelled reader group, so I had to redo it. My dyslexia has been pretty bad lately, so I'm not sure that I don't think I make a lot of mistakes on this plan with me, but sometimes I do. And I checked my ads just to see, because I have done Amazon ads in the past, but it's been so long that I don't remember how to do them, and I want to kind of kick off one just as a kind of experimental to see how they work, because I don't use them enough to know it well. So planning to do that. So I checked just to be sure that any of my active BookBub or Facebook ads, if they were still active, and only there's one Facebook ad that's active that I probably really just need to turn it off because I'm not sure it's doing anything. On Monday, I also, in the afternoon, I took my granddog to the groomer. He lives with me now. He's a little Yorkie poo named Harley. And then a Marshall's is like right down the strip, like a couple doors down. And I decided to go in there to search for cups and mugs. And it was kind of stressful. I think although people were wearing masks, it was just me being out, not used to it as much anymore. And so I was kind of walked around, so it was good exercise, but I didn't really pick up anything. Didn't find any cute cups. Actually, the shelves were pretty bare. It was kind of sad in there. Okay, on to Tuesday. I decided to put my list at the very top, and on Tuesday, once again, I got a good writing done. I did my usual, did my stats, email, did some promo, because Tuesdays and Thursdays I do promo. Right now I'm promoting a book that I'm writing called Pearl, because it releases on November 6th, and I don't know, it's a collaboration of writers, and we each get a separate week to release in, starting in October, and I was the lucky one to get election week, so I am doing as much as I can to promote pre-orders, because I have a feeling that week people are not going to be buying books. At least they're not going to be thinking about books, not here in America anyway. So yeah, I doing promotions on that. I wrote 3,200 words. Oh, and then I did my video for the next day. Tuesday was kind of I was in a horrible mood. I was in a bad mood almost all week. I have a pinched nerve in my back. I think I'm going through this quarantine fatigue. I need to get out and go for walks or do something because I need some kind of activity in my life, obviously, since I'm just going to sit here in my own house and be in a bad mood for no apparent reason. But nonetheless, I decided to go ahead and write that down for Tuesday just to remind myself that I was in a really grumpy mood that day. And then I put down that it had to do with the news. So, of course, everything has to do with the news. It's just, I don't know. I'm not even going to go into it. But I did white out the little thing, the smile, and made it an unhappy face. Actually, I think that turned out pretty cute. Okay, so then, as I tend to do when I'm in a bad mood, I just go in the living room and veg out. I color on my iPad Pro, and I watch the Great British Baking Show because it's colorful, it's upbeat, and it makes me happy. So that's what I did that evening. I think that's all I did. I think I also did a little bit of laundry and things like that, but nothing major the rest of the day. Cooked dinner, the regular stuff. On Wednesday, every morning on Wednesdays, I have a author Zoom call with 4 authors. And I am to the point now where I think I can't not make it without it. I am so glad for these ladies. We talk about everything. We talk about writing, of course, what our projects are, if we have any questions, any hang-ups, any story plots that we need working out. We talk about television shows, life in general, everything. It's funny because we don't even have the same points of view, but it's cool to me to hear other people's point of view. Unlike some of the examples on Facebook, I think the majority of us, we have friends and we don't all agree. We all have differing points of view, but when you're friends and you're adults, that's okay. You can talk things out and agree or disagree, and it doesn't really make you make this huge impact where you hate them because of what they believe in or think. Which, anyway. Let's continue on. Oh, yes. Wednesday was so much fun. So my youngest daughter and her husband, they just got married and they're building a house in South Carolina about an hour from, maybe about an hour from where I live. And they had an appointment to go to the designers, and Ronnie, my daughter, I know it says Ron and Doug, so it sounds like two guys, which Ron could be a guy. She's so funny. So anyway, my daughter Ronnie, her name is Veronica, but I call her Ronnie, and Doug had an appointment to go to the designer, so she wanted me to come along, and it was so much fun, and I helped them make some decisions. And I had never been through the process before. I've never built a house. I have no desire to do that, but it was fun to go there and see what they did. And then I actually ended up buying them a patio. It's like, in my opinion, since I paid for the patio, then I should get to decorate said patio. I will inform them of this as soon as the house is built. Maybe I'll get a placard that says Mom's Patio. We will find out. I will make sure to keep you guys informed on that. So the house should be built by, I think they said October or November. End of October, beginning of November sometime. Wednesdays is when I do my hunk day. I had a Facebook takeover that day in a group, and then I also chit-chatted with my own readers in my reader group. I was too lazy to cook dinner that day, and after running around and doing all that, so I asked my hubby if he wanted to have salads from Saxby. I said, how does a Saxby salad sound? And he really loves Saxby salad, and it's like right next to us. As soon as we leave our subdivision, there's a Saxby. So he's like, yeah, go ahead and order some. I'll go pick them up. I'm like, yes. So that's what we had. I had a Cobb salad, and he had that blue salad, which is like buffaloed. It was so good. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, I think this is when I find the other book. I had 2 books and I couldn't find one. It's probably like right there next to me or something, but the chore book, I think is what it was called. Anyway, on Thursday, I put down this little flag with a little munchkin with a payday because it was payday. I don't know why I put yay. There's like nothing exciting about paydays anymore. We have to pay bills on payday. But anyway, it's kind of nice to see money in the account for a little bit. I went to my friend Susie's house. She lives about 15-20 minutes from me. And she and I have both have quarantine fatigue, I think. So anyway, she doesn't go anywhere either. So I went over there and met my friend Judy, and all three of us just sat at her dining room table and chit-chatted and brought our own food and just chit-chatted and had a good time for about 2 hours. I brought shakes for her and Susie and her husband, and so they were excited about that. Funny thing, we were sitting there and her dog, she has this huge lab. It's so beautiful. It's like a yellow lab. And her name is Lindy, and she kept going to my purse and going to my purse. And I was like, your dog loves my purse. There must be something in there. So I'm thinking, maybe I have gum or candy or whatever, but I couldn't figure out why the dog kept going there. So finally I'm like, let me see what's in my purse, because she will not let it go. She kept like leaning on me, wanting to be petted, and then she would go to my purse. Well, remember Monday how I put down that I had taken Harley to the groomers? Well, when I was leaving the groomers, I had picked up this huge bone, like a biscuit, a big giant biscuit, dog biscuit shaped like a dog bone, and I was going to split it into 4 pieces for my 4 dogs, but I forgot it was in my purse. So I pull out this huge biscuit, and Lindy got so excited. It was so cute. So anyway, so I was just laughing because I'm like, I brought a member of that family, each member something. A shake for the mom, a shake for the dad, and a big biscuit for Lindy. She was so excited. After I left Susie's, I went and picked up a few groceries. I tried to do the order ahead and pick up, but their times like were really late. And once I got home that day, I knew I wouldn't want to leave. I had hoped to get a time so that when I left her house, I could go to the store, because it's like exit her subdivision, cross the street, go down a little bit, and that's where Kroger is. But I couldn't get a time to pick up around that time, so I'll go ahead and walked in. It was okay. I didn't freak out. And then I paid a couple bills, came home, and did a little bit of cleaning. I feel so lazy right now because there's only so much I can do with this back problem. So anyway, the house is staying pretty clean though, so I'm glad about that. Let's see. So I think that on Thursday I didn't cook because my husband went and got food from somewhere while he was at work, like a hoagie place, I think. No, they had German food because one of his coworkers, his aunt and uncle, own a big German restaurant here in town. So they had brought him German food for lunch, and so he wasn't hungry. So, and I was like still full from lunch, so I didn't have to cook. Yay! Excuse me. Friday morning, I had enough of this bad back, so I got squeezed in to see my chiropractor at 10:30, and then went to McDonald's afterwards. Not healthy, but I don't care. I don't remember what I got. Maybe I got a fillet of fish and some fries, maybe. And then I came back and did a little bit of writing. I love this munchkin with the pencil. It is so cute. Excuse me. She has a little bow on her head. Okay, so I actually took a quick break and went for a walk and came back because I was kind of losing my voice. That's what happens when you don't talk a lot and then you have to do a voiceover. All of a sudden my voice was going downhill really fast. All right, so where are we at? We are on Friday. I went to the chiropractor's because I had had enough with this bad back, which by the way is still hurting, but it's a little bit better right now. And then after that I stopped at McDonald's. I did a little bit of writing, not a lot, and then did my usual, check my sales stats, email, and promoted Pearl. That evening, my best friend who lives in New York texts me and says, get on Zoom, we're going to do some chat time, and I'm like, no, I'm in a bad mood, and I don't want to talk to anybody. And she's like, and get on Zoom now. And I'm like, okay. So I got on Zoom, and ended up chatting with, 3 of them. It was 4 of us all together. We chit-chatted about this and that and the other, did some prayer time, and of course it was what I needed. And because my best friend Lauren knows me well, she knows exactly what I need when I need it. So it's just nice to have those people that I've been known for years and years, and no matter how far you are, they're still, the ones you talk to. I finished up the evening. Hubby and I watched the finale of the Great British Baking Show. And I'm sad because there's nothing else to watch now, in my opinion. So I started watching the first season again. Of course, it's a happy show. It makes me happy. Saturday I got up and I had all intents to write, but didn't feel like it, of course. So I felt a little bit better because of the chiropractor visit, so I ended up just changing the linens on my bed, writing a little tiny bit, and then decided that I was just going to take the day and do some, what do you call it, me time, kind of. I put on there, I don't know if I put it on there yet, but anyway, I did do a little bit of laundry for the linens that I had changed. Hubby and I ordered pizza because we were just kind of being slugs. We didn't feel like doing much. And then just kind of did nothing, honestly. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think I just watched television and colored and did some catch up. I did do some graphics for promotional time, and yeah, that was pretty much it. It was a nice day. Got this little fat kitty. He's so cute, and that was me. I ate half a pizza. I relaxed, and it was a nice day. Can't complain about it at all. I moved the little what is that? A camera? No, that's the laundry machine was too big, so I go and try to find one that's a little bit smaller because I didn't really like the way it looked. And I moved the laundry thing, and I decided to just use this little tiny laundry machine and just write laundry on the banner itself that's there on the paper. And then I moved the pizza night sticker up just a little tiny bit. On Saturday night I got some pretty sad news. So that it was kind of late in the evening. I was kind of just watching TV at that point when and I was like planning to have a me time. I'm just going to take time for myself and relax, and then at the end of the night I got some sad news, and I'm like, oh well, there goes my me time, because then I was kind of bummed. So not a good way to end that day. All right, on Sunday I do virtual church because my church is mask optional in the main worship center, and then we do have like a cafe area that's adjacent to it where we can do mask only, but I don't know. I just figure I'll do it virtually for now. Hubby's not interested in doing the cafe, so I'm like, whatever. I enjoy my church, so being virtual or being there is pretty much the same. So anyway, after the virtual church sermon service, I did some planning. I don't know if you could see this tiny little church from Caffeine and Plans, but it is so super cute. Hopefully I'll pull the planner down and you guys can see it. That afternoon we went to Wild Wings. We were supposed to meet Ron and Doug there, but my daughter called and said that Doug had to have a COVID test because he was sniffling and coughing at work. And so they, of course, immediately do the COVID test and send him home. So she didn't think, we should be around them, and I agreed. Turns out it was just a cold, so thank goodness. But still, they canceled on us, so we ended up saying, well, we're still going to go to Wild Wings. I like the atmosphere. There was like nobody there. They're super good on social distancing. There was, we sat at a booth and there was nobody next to us or behind us on either side. Everybody was well spaced apart, way more than 6 feet. All the wait servers and bartenders wore masks. Some of the patrons didn't, but of course when you sit down you can't wear a mask because you have to eat. So yeah. So yeah, let's see. I ended up changing the boxes and I realized I have way too much pink, so I ended up picking up the pink box and exchanging it for a blue one. I think that's what I do. Do I? Yeah, because I think I messed up my writing on there. And then I didn't like the way I wrote pot plants. I can't write. I'm like, pot plants. Sometimes my Spanish and my English get messed up and pot plants didn't sound right. But technically, I guess it was right. I don't know. Anyway, I end up writing pot new plants. I went to Lowell's one day and picked up plants and dirt and so like 8 plants. They're sunlight, low maintenance plants that can be in sunlight or shade. And so I'm gonna make like a container garden in the backyard. I will try to remember to film that. So that was Sunday. I was going to pot the plants and set up my container garden, and guess what? I didn't do it. Why? Because my back hurt. My back is ruining everything. I went back to the sidebar to put in 2 banners so I can put in something good that happened this week, and then I was going to go ahead and list my happy mail that came in this week just to fill it up a little bit. And on the bottom I'm going to put down what I ate this week. So let's see, all of these stickers are from the same book. So on top I put down fun at Susie's house because it was fun to go to my friend Susie's house. And on the second one I put down time with Ronnie because I hadn't seen my daughter in a bit, so it was nice to spend time with her. If I didn't say her name's Veronica, we just call her Ron or Ronnie. Dinners that I put down are wings for Sunday, of course, because we went to Wild Wings. I made burritos one day, meatloaf another day, Saxby's, chicken masala, and then I made spaghetti carbonara, and we ate pizza one day when my hubby ordered. Actually, on Thursday, when I put down that we were both too full to eat, that should have been, I think I got confused because I made chicken masala, but not that day because we were not hungry. Anyway, I don't know what I did, why I put that there. Oh yeah, here I'm looking because I can't remember what we ate when, and I think I screwed it all up, so it's not in that order. I made some of those foods and some of those I didn't. Who knows? Oh, and then I got happy mail from Procrastinate Planner, from Suddenly Stickers, and from Pookie Bear Cuties. And because I got all these at the same time and I had a few others that I hadn't opened yet, that's why I went ahead and filmed the little haul that I filmed the other day. It was my first time doing that, but because I got a bunch of stuff at once, I thought, ooh, let me show you my peeps what I purchased. So I guess that's it for this week. I just want to say that the good comes with the bad. The good always outshines the bad, because no matter how dark times are, when you shine a light, it just scares away all the darkness. So we just have to look at the good. And especially with the bad news I got on Saturday of a friend passing, you just have to stop and think and say, you know what, despite the fact that I have a bad back and I'm grouchy, life is so freaking good. It really is. Can't take any day for granted, and there's a blessing in every single day. With that, I'll let you guys go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, your week, your month, whatever. Love you guys. Bye.